What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the E4 Mafia podcast. Today's episode is the 250th Marine Corps birthday episode. Very excited about it. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in. Here we go. Let's get it started. Bar just fits.
Yeah,
A bar is exactly where we should have been found in.
that's how it's always been, though. You know, we get all the hand-me-downs and all the shitty equipment, but we still get the job done.
And we are the best branch, just so you guys are clear.
Panda 1-6, Panda 1-6, this is Badger 2-2, come in, over.
Badger 2-2, this is Panda 1-6, send traffic, over.
Roger, E4 Mafia is a go. I say again, E4 Mafia is a go.
Roger that, execute.
What's up, brother?
Welcome back.
Yeah, I know.
Guys, personal issues is why we've had to delay an episode, so we apologize. But we were trying to give you guys some more. It will not be once a week anymore, but it will still be coming out with episodes. So today's episode, 250th Marine Corps birthday. The episode is coming out on the birthday. So happy birthday, Marines. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Happy birthday, Devil Dogs. Yeah. So this year, 250th anniversary for the Marine Corps. Very excited about it. Well, I'm excited about it all the time because one thing, my wife's birthday is on Veterans Day, November 11th. So every time she says it's her birthday month, I say, no, it's my birthday.
That's right.
You know, so, you know, when we go out to eat, you know, I always tell her and rub it in her face. And she's like, it's my birthday. And I'll tell the waitress, no, it's my birthday.
Yeah, Marine Corps is older, so we were here first.
Yeah, so I get to mess with her all the time. So, yeah, Marine Corps birthday. So, for those who doesn't know where it all started, you know, I think we did touch base on it a little bit in some of the episodes
Yeah.
that we had prior. But yeah, it's 10 November 1775, Tun Tavern, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Started in a bar. That's what the Tun Tavern was. The bar was called Tun Tavern. And I know you went to go visit, and it's not there.
Yeah, dude, it's just a sign that
Yeah.
says Tun Tavern, Philadelphia, that explains this is where the Marine Corps was founded, blah, blah, blah. And it's just on the sidewalk. Like there is a pretty big memorial, like it's like maybe like a quarter of a block or half a block away, but it has like all the major wars we were involved in, and has like a bunch of the stuff like Marines and Army and all the other stuff. And it's pretty cool. There's one spot dedicated to the Marines, and I guess it's their kind of replacement for it.
Yeah.
It's still sad. I mean, I feel like it should still be where it was founded. That's like the rest of this whole entire city has a bunch of historic stuff with art museum, like arts all around the stuff.
Yeah.
This main city's like square where the courthouse is, really big, like castle like building. But where the Marine Corps is, they have all this history around that they've kept. And one of the more important things that I feel like where the Marine Corps were found is that bar. I mean, it don't have to be a bar, but it could be something. You know what I mean? They could have something there, and it's kind of off-putting that they allowed it to be destroyed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why that happened or why they tore it down to begin with. But fun fact, there is a petition or something going on right now, charity-wise, where you can donate money, and they're working on getting it up by next year in November.
In Philadelphia?
In the same exact spot. They're trying to raise the money to do it in that location, buy the plot, and actually build a bar. So
That'd be pretty cool.
They're working on it right now. I forgot you can just Google it, you know, and it'll take you directly to the site where you can donate and whatever, however much you want. But their goal is to have it up by November of 2026. Yeah.
Well,
next year.
if you remember, we can find it. I'll put it in the link description.
Okay.
So people can
Yeah.
donate. That'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool. I mean, I think me and you should make a bar here in Georgia and say Tun Tavern, Philadelphia,
Well, it might
or
be
Tun Tavern, Georgia, and we'll make it a
Yeah.
Marine Corps themed bar.
Or yeah, we could. Yeah. I
don't know what the copyright
issues or
Maybe we'll
illegal
just
issues,
misspell
but-
Tun Tavern.
Yeah, with a crayon or something. You know.
Yeah,
You know how
make
we
yeah, exactly, exactly.
maybe put the U backwards or something in ton, or misspell tavern with a crayon.
Oh.
But yeah, that's where it originally started. Also, even going further back, the history of the Marine Corps itself even though it started in Tun Tavern in that bar, it was essentially needed for where the British Royal Navy, they needed sharpshooters and people to look back then when they had those big wooden ships. They had sharpshooters up top. They're the ones that helped identify whenever they did. I forgot what it was called. Whenever they crossed into each other's ships and jumped on and started fighting.
Yeah.
They had sharpshooters up there and take out certain.
Yeah, like the crow's
people.
nest or whatever it's
Yeah.
called. Yeah.
So that's where within that time later, within the uniform era, that's where leatherneck came from because they had the high collar leather necks. So when they did get into the, sword fightings and
Yeah.
stuff on ship, they could protect their neck.
Yeah.
So that's where one of our nicknames came from.
And I know Devil Dogs came from Trufelhunden.
Yeah, Battle of Bellawood.
Maybe pronouncing that wrong, but yeah, Battle of Bellawood. My unit wore the French Forget from the battle and all that. The
rope.
Yeah, the little rope on it. It was so annoying to put that on our blues, but it was a very because you had to get it just right. But it's a very good symbolic thing. I still got mine on my dress blues in there somewhere. And yeah, Devil Dogs. They said that these guys are from hell, and that's what the Germans were saying about us, and that's how we got our nickname. It's a long history of what we've done. First amphibia or the amphibious assaults and all that other stuff, and we're the only branch of the military that is strictly under. If the president wants to use anything, he can use the Marines without asking anybody else.
Yes. Yeah.
You can just use like Marines. We're going in. We got he doesn't. There's no like. I don't know. We're right underneath. Like it goes our general president. There's nothing else in it. It's kind of crazy, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a little different now, technically speaking, politically speaking. But
Well-
that's what it was designed for. From my understanding, it was to be a selective unit strictly for the president to if he needed a quick reaction, basically a QRF for the nation.
Yeah.
Where
Essentially, that's what that is. Yeah, and I don't think the standards have changed either for that. As far as us as a branch being used for that particular reason,
yeah,
and also across the board, which that's one thing I admire the Marine Corps branch within itself is we haven't lowered our standards for anybody
no,
or anyone. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, white, Asian, black. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
The standards are the same. In my opinion, I think it should go up a little bit in certain areas of certain things in the Marine Corps. But as far as lowering the standards, I think we've done a great job as a military branch to not lower our standards for anyone. And that's a good sign there. If as far as if you want to follow a guideline in a military life, for me personally, they don't fluctuate the standards for anyone, so that way everybody's the same no matter what, and it should be the same anyways, and no matter what branch you go to.
Man, I feel like they just have the right focus of mind of, we're being prepped and being trained for combat, not for anything else. So the enemy doesn't care that you're X, Y, and Z and you got in because of X, Y, and Z, or you know what I'm saying? It's you or them, and I would want the best person next to me, whatever it be, whether it's a forward deployed unit or some of the supply people that the aid people that aid us or aid the infantry and stuff like that. You still want the best of the best in that capacity as well, because if not, the infantry may be the tip of the spearhead, but without all the logistics and all that, technically the infantry wouldn't really do as well as it should be doing.
It wouldn't function as well as it should.
It would still function because you still got Marines that just
Right,
hate
but-
and discontent and will lay it on people.
If you don't have that, you have a whole bunch of grunts out there doing whatever the hell they want to.
Yeah, it'd be like
so it wouldn't be functioning
it'd
well
be-
at all.
I would say it'd be like old Viking days where they just go and pillage.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
hey, there's a problem in this country, right? This is the country? Yeah. All right. We'll give us about 6 months.
Right.
Just start going there and pillaging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Taking what they want.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of some barbaric thing, but yeah, you would want the best of the best. And I feel like the Marine Corps has to stand 10 toes on that. They have stood up for what is correct and what they believe is shouldn't function or shouldn't waver. I do agree with you. Some of the standards should be harder, especially for the Marine Corps. But I guess not everybody. I mean, not everybody wants to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's why with the few, they're proud.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Which I have heard that they are changing some standards for like the Army and specifically for the Army as far as PT and PFT and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
they incorporated some of the stuff that we do within their PT. Now they still have some of their standards still there, but as far as, you know, keeping in shape, it's, you know, they've changed some of their standards,
Yeah.
which is good, you know, because, you know, they're the largest, you
Right.
know, military branch that we have. And if it comes to that, you don't want a whole bunch of, you know, overweight,
No,
you know,
not at all.
people out there trying to do what they need to do. And they can't keep up,
Not at all.
you know.
But I feel like the Marine Corps being founded in a bar is fitting to what the Marine Corps is today. Like you kind of, I remember all the barracks parties and all the other stuff. It's just like that's kind of where it's weird, man. Marines are just Marines. It's kind of hard not to say it like that, but it's just we're a unique group of people.
Yes. Yeah.
Especially once you make it in, you get formed and molded to this unique person. That it's where it's like a bar just fits.
Yeah.
A bar is exactly where we should have been founded, and that it shows 250 years later.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
To me, it's like the redheaded stepchild of the Misfits.
Yeah,
Like-
it's the misfit of the misfits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's how.
it's the crazy ass cousin that you don't talk about on Thanksgiving that you like keep in the other room
Yeah.
and don't let him out.
Yeah,
that's
right.
the Marine Corps.
Right.
Where it's like if you let him out, bad things are about to happen. Like,
Yeah.
somebody's gonna get offended. He's gonna do something stupid. Whatever. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
The misfits of the misfits. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Been in a bar, yeah, that's exactly where we should have been founded, and I'm just
Yeah.
sad that it's not there. Just,
Well, again, you know,
I don't know why they have all this historic other things, but they don't want to keep that.
yeah, we might have to look into it, why it was, what happened to it originally. But I think it had to do with some financial issues or something like that at the time. But again, they're trying to get as much donations they can and charity wise, financially to get it built. And it should be, I think they're about halfway there to their goal. But it should be ready. If they meet their goal, it should be ready by next November of next year.
Maybe that can be like an
So
unveiling thing.
if
for
it
a
does,
birthday.
I would like to go.
251st birthday, maybe.
Yeah, like to the grand opening, or even if it's not the grand opening, I would like to go.
Try to make it happen if it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm down.
No.
The Marine Corps is the Marine is forever, so it's gonna be a thing for generations to come, and I'm just glad that I'm a part of it.
Yes.
I'm glad I could be somewhat, give 4 years to it. So within like 4 years of Marine Corps balls and Marine Corps birthdays, those were always good times. If you're in and you don't want to go to the Marine Corps ball or something like that or birthday, please go. It's fun. I enjoyed it. It's a time you probably won't forget, or you're gonna wish you would have went. And once you get out, go to those kind of things. Even though sometimes they can be dog and pony shows, but with your boys and your dress blues,
Yeah.
can't get any better than that.
Yeah. The first one that I was in boot camp in the first one. And I think the drill instructor just said, "Hey, happy birthday." That was it. And then the second one I think I went to. The third one I believe I was overseas. And then the last one I didn't go to because I was getting out.
I went to.
I got out in like 2 or 3 weeks before my actual sign-in date or whatever it was.
I went to two. My first time in the fleet. The other 2 years I was deployed. We did something like overseas, and then we had a third. But then in the middle of before the last deployment, I went because we were still stateside. So Raleigh, North Carolina, in the little unit. What is it? Unity Center or something like that. The conference building. I don't know, somewhere in Raleigh. Yeah,
It was in Raleigh.
yeah.
Ours was somewhere in Myrtle Beach, the CNN Center or something like that.
Yeah. Then they were like,
So
hey,
we
don't
went
do
bar
something-
hopping right after that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Don't do something stupid. They put us in a bar hopping area. But yeah, man, 250 years. If you guys have not seen the Marine Corps birthday message, the Commandant's message, please go. I would encourage you guys to go watch that. It's just crazy, to think. And we are the best branch, just so you guys are clear. I want to make that very clear. We are the best branch. Anybody that says
Not to be
otherwise.
biased.
Not to be biased or anything, but we are the best. Yeah, I was never Army, Air Force, any of the branch, but I can just say that we're the best. It's fine. 250 years, man. That's a long time. Founded in a bar, and now look at us. Moldy Barracks. We upgraded in the world, but it kind of works out. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know what you think.
As far as what?
How far we've come.
Oh, yeah.
Started at a bar, but now we got moldy barracks.
Well, they're working on the barracks,
They
even
are.
though
They look like Air Force barracks now.
I
Some
know
of
they
them
look
do.
nice.
I'm like, hey.
Yeah, they look like condos.
But then the Air Force is like, not very bad. It's okay.
Yeah, and they're like, we can do better. Watch this.
That's so 2007.
They're gonna have robots walking around.
Yeah, like a little
serving
waiter.
them. Yeah,
Yeah, we can't do that. Marine Corps,
Yeah.
but the Marines would figure out some way to mess with that robot, and it'd be doing some crazy stuff. I'm sure, like hazing boots on its off time.
have a program to haze boots while they're chilling.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Yeah.
stay in fire watch. Yeah, they would do some crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, the barracks are coming along. They're working on those. Yeah, that's how it's always been though. We get all the hand-me-downs and all the shitty equipment, but we still get the job done. We get
Yep.
the shittiest rooms and barracks and training facilities, but we still get the job done.
I mean, it's a big thing because they said Marines, when you're taught it in boot camp, adapt and overcome.
Yeah,
And that's just because, again, like you said, we get the hand-me-downs and we're expected to still do the job better than the ones that have all the everything.
right.
And I
Yeah.
feel like we've proved that time and time again throughout our history of our
Oh, yeah.
branch,
Oh yeah.
where it's just adapt and overcome. The Generation Kill, the show where he's like, the lieutenant's like, you want logistics and good stuff, join the Army. Marines, we make do. And it's just like, that's so true.
Yeah.
It's just so true. We just now got the new rifles and the new optics and all that. Luckily, they're actually adapting. Like if the Marines are so capable, if we just give them what everyone else is getting, maybe they could just be 10 times more capable. So they just got the new rifles and optics and all that just implemented. I just watched.
Which one is that?
It's the SIG contract where they're
Oh,
shooting.
okay.
Were they shooting 6.5 Creedmoor or 308, 7.62 maybe? I can't
It was
remember
like
the
a
caliber.
big ass scar.
Yeah, no. What? Yeah, I think so.
That's
I
what it
think
looks
so.
like to me almost. When I saw Army that bought the contract the first time, right?
I
Last
can't-
year or something like that.
I'm not the biggest gun guy, man. I don't know. I just remember seeing them, but it was the new optics that have, where it's, if you look through the optic, it tells you the range, has a rangefinder in the optic, and then it adjusts to your target. So you just have to put the reticle on the target, no matter what the distance is, and it'll
Okay.
shoot it. So you laze it, and then the red dot or the optic will cater itself to you, so it'll do for elevation and all that. So instead of having to sit there and calculate it in your head, like with the RCOs, it just center mass,
Okay.
and the optic does it all for you.
Yeah.
It just changes the optic for you, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All the suppressors and like all the infantry now has suppressor. Well, I say all. They have suppressors now. I'm not sure if everyone has them, but the majority of them have them. Different plates, the low profile shooter's cut plates, the lighter headgear, like all the stuff that SEAL teams and all that were running back in the day. That was the new gear. We're now getting it
Yeah.
a little bit better. So I remember when we were transitioning out, my platoon was getting it, and they were testing it out. So the
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah, I still had the old ones. So
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. We might be adapting and overcoming, but we're now getting some new stuff. Even the new barracks, like they are building new barracks now, and
Yeah.
it's improving, which is a good thing. I think the
Yeah.
Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, the one before him and him, are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. Something that's instead of just whatever, they're actually catering or trying to fix the issues that Marines have been yelling about.
Yeah.
Moldy barracks, shitty gear,
Yeah.
all the other stuff to improve it. So
Yeah. Yeah. They improve the, I wouldn't say necessarily culture, but I guess you could say that, even though we're catching up to everybody else with, as far as, the lifestyle of how we live and stuff like that and equipment, but, I think it does help morale and the people. I'm sure it would have helped us when I was in,
yeah,
like,
just some
oh,
new
this is
stuff.
awesome. We get new barracks or new gear instead of hand-me-downs,
Yeah, I mean, with that being said, Marines don't trash it because otherwise you won't get new stuff again. Being Marines, you
Yeah.
got to tell them that.
I was gonna mention when you mentioned about Generational Kill, another good show. I forgot what it's on, but it's called Pacific.
Yeah.
It's about us going through island
Yeah.
hopping and stuff
And-
like that during
Japan.
World War II.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another kind of insight on what those Marines had to go through back in those days with the equipment and the gear that they had and what they had to endure through that time and how well they did what they needed to do during that time.
Yeah.
And adapt and overcame.
Yeah.
You know.
John Basilone.
Yeah.
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 All the big names in the Marine Corps. Yeah, Pacific's another good show. I mean, I like Band of Brothers too, even though it's Army, but shout out, I guess.
Well,
Still
yeah,
better.
it kind of shows you because you get similarities, especially like leadership.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
some like the lieutenant and the officers in there and how they act
Yeah.
and when they come in and have this chip on their shoulders thinking that they're officers and they know it all. That kind of gives you another perspective, I guess, but it's almost the same. We deal with the same issues or whatever it is that the Army did or does that we do as far as certain situation goes.
Yeah, I mean, people believe that like that's just like a movie or whatever TV show thing, but no, like there are leadership. There are leaders in. There are people in. I would say leaders. There are people in leadership roles in the military that act like that.
Yeah.
Even staff NCOs don't even have to be an officer. It could be like your NCO, staff NCOs.
Yeah.
There's people in leadership that act just like that don't know anything.
Yeah.
Or gets their like in field exercises, they want to like get their platoon killed, but when it's garrison, they want to running up this is too like your boots are fine infractions, and he's like what infractions? He's like find some. It's like what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, that's another one right there that I would say, because if you ever watched the show of Band of Brothers, you can see the two different leadership styles within that,
Yes.
within the main characters of that platoon, and it goes to show you, and me personally, it goes to show you what great leaders and leadership traits that you should take that could lead you in the right direction and within the people below you. And then it could show you what not to do and how you can get people killed,
Yeah.
But it kind of that concept and those traits can transfer over into everyday,
Yeah.
life. You know what I mean? If you get out and you become a leader in whatever job or occupation you take, kind of take some of those traits, with you, and you'll see the transformation of whatever your, goal is within that company or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, Generation Kill also has some, the captain and all
Yeah.
that. It's not as some of the stuff you won't get unless you're a Marine. Like the guy doesn't know what danger close is,
Yeah.
and then Doc has to tell him he's a boot. That was funny.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't know what danger close is or exactly what he's messing up if you didn't know exactly like what they were going through. But like Band of Brothers is pretty obvious. The guy is just a tool.
Yeah.
But there is some great, and it's all pretty accurate. Like they said, Generation Kill is probably the most accurate TV show of Marine Corps that people have ever seen. Of just we're legitimately sitting around and wait, doing stupid stuff that
Yeah.
don't make sense. So it's if you haven't watched it, watch it. But yeah, this is the happy 250th birthday, Marines out there, Army. Sorry, I don't know when y'all's birthday is. Do you know when when was their birthday?
I think they're older. I know that, but I think theirs.
Yeah, but they
is-
still suck though.
I know. I'm just saying. I think theirs is this. I think theirs is the same month. It's just later, in the end of the month. I think.
I can't.
I don't
remember.
know because I don't really.
It doesn't
You know,
matter.
right?
We're not,
you know
we're
what I
not-
mean? Like,
We're not Army.
I'm not gonna go
strong, I guess.
look up Army's
Yeah.
history.
But happy birthday, Marines. To the Navy people celebrating. You guys get to celebrate with us, I guess, a little bit since we're your sister branch, whatever. Or you're our sister branch. Depends on who you ask, I
We're the
guess.
we are a department
We're
of the Navy.
That's right. The
Yeah,
men's
we're
department.
not. Yeah, we're not attached to the Navy. We're not part of the Navy. All right, so let's get that out.
Well, you guys get to celebrate with us. You guys are still, especially Greenside Docks. Welcome to the Marine Corps. Celebrate with us. We'll sign a petition. We'll try to find it. If not, and try to donate some money if we can find it. If not, then talk to your Congress people. If you live in Philadelphia, write somebody. Go protest. No, I'm just playing. Don't go protest, and they'll come knocking on my door saying I'm trying to overthrow the government or something. But happy birthday, Marines. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Apologize for the wait. Still, everything's down below. TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff is down below. Click it. Like and subscribe if you guys enjoy our channel and enjoy our content. Any ideas for any future videos, go ahead and comment down below. We appreciate all the support you guys have given us this far. And we continue to continue pushing on and trying to pump new content out and new merch and stuff like that. The coins, if you guys want coins, please contact us on Instagram. We will get you your stuff. We'll get you your information and we'll ship them out to you that way. That way you guys can have a full direct contact with us whenever we're doing the coin stuff. So we appreciate you guys. My name is Alan,
My name's Mike.
and we will see you guys next time. Peace.